One day, a colleague of mine was immersed in her mobile, and her eyes made me guess that she was looking at something delicious. So, out of curiosity, I asked her to show it to me. At first, she was hesitant. Then, she showed me the picture she was so immersed in. It was a meat dish, very well decorated, and looked very attractive. So I asked her what it was, and she said that it was pork, that is swine flesh, barbecued with some special sauce, and she said it was a special delight liked by many. She also showed some regret that we Muslims cannot savor this tasty dish. At first, one might wonder what harm could come from pork, that is swine flesh, a product that is eaten in many parts of the world. Muslims do not eat pork because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden it. Yes, Allah has called it haram. And we obey Allah without reasoning or arguing about it. As Allah says in chapter 24, ayat number 51. In these ayats, it says that the true believers are those who say, "We hear and we obey," and these are the ones who prosper. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also tells us to ponder and reflect on each ayat and then apply it to our daily life. The prohibition has not been specified, but it may be due to the health hazards caused by the swine flesh to the human body. After extensive research, it was found out that pigs eat filth and that their digestive systems cannot digest this filth. So its meat, that is its flesh, is saturated with harmful toxins, which when consumed can subject us to multiple health ailments like colon and liver cancer, multiple sclerosis, and hazardous viral and bacterial infections like swine flu. Pigs have very few functional sweat glands and can barely sweat. This loads its flesh with more toxins. The swine flesh is also the top base transmitters for hepatitis E infections, roundworms, and tapeworm infections. The Quran prohibits the consumption of pork in 4 different chapters. Chapter 2, Ayat 173, Chapter 5, Ayat 3, Chapter 6, Ayat 145, and Chapter 16, 115, Ayat 115. Its essence is considered impure or rijis in Arabic. Although eating swine flesh is haram, we are not allowed to harm pigs as it is Allah's creation and He, subhanahu wa ta'ala, has created it with a reason. Apart from its flesh being a health hazard, could there be another reason that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prohibited us from slaughtering pigs? Yes, there could be. To make an animal halal, permissible to consume, Muslims are advised to slaughter the animal at its throat, severing the food pipe, windpipe, and 2 jugular veins to cause least amount of pain to the animal and let the blood ooze out and flow. The other livestock have well-defined necks to sacrifice them in the least painful manner. But pigs do not have an well-defined neck. Slaughtering them would result in a lot of pain and trauma to the animal, which our religion forbids. Moreover, research tells us that pigs are incredibly complex animals and can perceive more fear, pain, and anxiety. Allah, the Most Wise, is aware of all these facts and has imposed a prohibition of slaughter of such animals as it goes against the permissible etiquettes of the slaughter process and thus renders the meat unacceptable to be consumed. We can ponder, we can reflect, we can research, and we can assume that maybe the prohibitions are due to the health hazard or the unacceptable slaughter process. But the final wisdom lies with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has not given any specific reason for this prohibition, but has considered it as rijis, that is, impure for us. So we Muslims, we hear and we obey. Thank you for watching. If you have found this information useful, please do share and forward it. Please subscribe to my channel. La ilaha illallah, la